Okay, so for our Build a Zoo, we are going to be working on using formulas for area and perimeter. So as you can see here, I have a square and down below I have a rectangle. And I'm going to show you guys how to figure out the perimeter and area for each of these shapes. So if we take the perimeter of a square has all equal sides. So we are going to figure out the perimeter by taking the length of one of the sides, which is 5 centimeters, and we're going to times it by 4 because there's 4 sides. So P equals 5 times 4, and 5 times 4 is 20. Now I need to make sure that I put my unit of measurement. So in this case, it would be centimeters. If you don't put your unit of measurement, then to me, it could be 20 monkeys, 20 bananas, 20 elephants. So I want to make sure that I use my unit of measurement down here beside my answer. So P equals S times 4. P equals 5 times 4, which equals 20 centimeters. Now, to find my area, I'm just going to multiply length times width. And in the case of a square, it's really easy because all of my sides are the same measurement. So I'm going to do 5, because that's my length, times 5, which is my width, which equals 25. And I need to make sure that I put in my unit of measurement, which in this case is centimeters. So area equals length times width, area equals 5 times 5, which equals 25 centimeters. So that's how I figure out the formulas for a square, perimeter and area. Now, to figure out my perimeter and area for a rectangle, it's very similar. So if I take my perimeter for this rectangle, I'm going to do side plus side plus side plus side. So I'll start over here. So I'm going to write 5 plus 10 plus 5 plus 10. So 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 10 plus 10 is 30. And I need to make sure I do my unit of measurement. So P equals side plus side plus side plus side. P equals 5 plus 10 plus 5 plus 10. P equals 30 centimeters. So my perimeter for this rectangle is 30 centimeters. Now I'm going to do my area for this rectangle, which is the exact same formula as you can see up here for my square. So length times width. So my length is 10 centimeters times my width, which is 5 centimeters. So A equals length times width. A equals 10 times 5, and 10 times 5 is 50. And I need to make sure I put my centimeters. And then because it's area, we could put a 2 up here because it would be centimeters squared for both our areas. Okay, so that is how you figure out area and perimeter for both a rectangle and a square. Okay, so now that we've done a little bit of a mini lesson on area and perimeter for squares and rectangles, I'm going to show you guys how to apply that to our Build a Zoo project. So you're going to need open your week 5 Build a Zoo, which I have open right here, and it has all my components that I needed for my zoo. You guys are going to have way more than this. I'm just using these 3 to show you how to complete the work for this week. You are also going to need to have open your week 6 Build a Zoo project, and it has 2 slides in it. It has the animal habitats, and it also has the area and perimeter section for all your requirements for your Build a Zoo. So I'm going to start by figuring out the area and perimeter for my tiger pen. Now, all I have to do is count the squares on each side. So each square is about 1 centimeter. So around the tiger pen for this side, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. So I'm gonna go to my week 6 for my tiger's pen, and I'm gonna do my perimeter first. And my formula for a rectangle is side plus side plus side. So my first side in my tiger's pen is 5. So I'm going to write 5 and then plus. Then I'm going to count this side of my pen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to go 9. Now, I know that a rectangle, 2 sides are the same and 2 sides are the same. So all I have to do is add another 5 and add another 9. And then I just have to add all this up. So 5 plus 5 plus 9 plus 9 is 28. And then I make sure I put my measure of unit, centimeters. Okay, now I'm going to do my area. And the formula for my area is length times width. So I already have my numbers here. So I just have to go 5 times 9. And I know that 5 times 9 is 45. And then I have to make sure I have my unit of measurement. So centimeters. And to do squared, we just put a 2. Okay. Next what I'm going to do is my aquarium. And this one's a little bit different because it's a square, not a rectangle. So I know that all of my sides are going to be the exact same length. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. So I'm going to go to my week 6, find my aquarium, perimeter first. So 4 squares. And then a square has 4 sides, so we're going to do times 4 because that's my formula for a square. And 4 times 4 is 20, and I have to remember my unit of measurement, which is centimeters. Okay? And for a square, my perimeter and my area formulas are pretty much the same. So I'm going to do length times width for my area, which again would be 4 times 4. Equals 20, and then my unit of measurement again, centimeters squared. Okay, and then my last and final building is my bathroom. So I'm going to do, again, I'm going to count up my squares. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 on the length side and 2 on the width. So back to my week 6. Find my bathrooms, and we're going to go, the formula for perimeter is side plus side plus side, so it should be 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2, which equals 12, and then my unit of measure, centimeters. And then to calculate the area of my bathrooms, I have to do length times width, so 4 times 2, which equals 6 centimeters squared. Okay, so that's how I'm going to figure out the area and perimeter for every single one of my shapes on my Build-A-Zoo. This checklist and this guy should be full of your equations because you're going to do every single one of your buildings. The only thing that I've left out is the walkway. You don't have to do the walkway. It's a little bit more complicated, and it would be easier for me to teach you inside the classroom. So I've just taken that question out for you this week. If you have any questions, you guys can always email, phone, or ask on the Google Meet or at Extra Help. Good luck, everybody. I know you're going to do great.